Welcome and welcome back, my dear Tarot pals. A quick update for those of you who've been a part of this community for long. We finally finalized the house that I'm moving to, moving on this Sunday or Monday. So expect less videos or delayed videos for about 10 more days once I'm settled in. Things go back to our usual track of about 3 videos a week. Welcome if you've just found me through an algorithm search or a prompt on your feed, and I welcome you to our Tarot Pal community. I do 2 to 3 videos typically every week. If you like divination and oracle readings, I also invite you to join me on my Instagram account of Tarot Pal. There's also a wonderful playlist called Timeless Readings in the description box below, along with the Instagram link. I recommend you to definitely check both the places out. I hope you will find resonance and we'll vibe together and you'll choose to become a Tarot Pal yourself. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. On that note, let us jump into what are we covering today, which is our July monthly Tarotscope. That's what we call it, right? So, those of you who are new to pick a cards, today I've gone with some handmade paintings by my very, very beloved best friend, Pubali. Hi, if you're watching this. She made these cards about almost a year ago now, in fact, slightly over a year ago. You can feel drawn to more than one pile, of course. It's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. There's also a reading done called Rest of 2022 month by month. You can always go back and listen to that one because it also includes the month of July. You kind of get a double reading for yourself, a double confirmation. On that note, I'm going to give you a quick close-up of these cards because they're beautiful and I absolutely love it. So this is for option 1. Okay. We have option 2 as the Dragonfly, option 3, the Pumpkin. Pause the video if you need more time to make your selection, and I will see you in your independent readings. Hello and welcome, my beloved pile ones. Those of you who picked the Sunflower. Those of you who like to know my pile selections, I've gone with option 1 and option 3 for July monthly readings. We're going to look at, first of all, using the Major Arcana deck, what are the key energies or themes at play for you for the month of July. If you haven't yet hit that subscribe button and this is the second video you're watching of mine, we clearly vibe together. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. With that said, I want to first give you some channel messages that I'm already drawing in. July is a month of self-expression for this pile, okay? Blue is the throat chakra and yellow is solar plexus. When these two come together and you're drawn to this with that earthy brown shade as well, this is talking about grounded but clear-headed self-expression. Some of you may be getting opportunities to speak up. Some of you could be literally getting chances to, do seminars, workshops, get a stage and speak there. You could be setting up a tarot channel, a YouTube channel, anywhere where creative expression is at play. July has a theme of creative expressions for you guys. Spending time outdoors will also be super, super good for this pile. With that said, let us look at July. What are the key energies at play? We do have the Hierophant out for you already. And again, brings me to that. Okay, for this pile, the first message I definitely want to give you is if you haven't yet ever, I think some of you have never ever tried a chakra balancing meditation, please go to YouTube today after you watch this reading, whenever you watch this reading, and give yourself those 10 minutes of meditation using chakra bead sounds. Okay, there are bead mantra sounds for each chakra. This pile really will benefit tremendously. July is a month of spiritual awakening for many of you. You're going to spend some time doing spiritual activities. Some of you may arrange a puja, a ritual at your home, and literally call a priest at your home as well. Okay, some of you may be signing up for specific yoga classes related to Kundalini awakening. Okay, with that Kundalini awakening energy of the Hierophant showing up, July will also have a theme for many of you where you're interested from a genuine standpoint to learn from those who have been here before you. These could be ancestors, these could be ascended masters. Some of you may be digging deep into archangels and archangel energies. If none of this has ever been your interest, if none of this have never been something that you've Googled, you've gone to YouTube and read about, I strongly recommend this pile to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to deep dive right now because I want to get your cards out before we start talking. So let's see. what are the key energies for July? Some of you may actually be getting married in the month of July. So if that's already planned, of course, it looks like a planned wedding to me. This could be an arranged marriage, or this could be a marriage with somebody that you've been with for a very long time. And let me tell you, some of you are really worried if the July wedding is going to be okay. Some of you are worried for some reason for the season or the the weather of your wedding day. And Spirit just wants to come in and assure you that if you do have a wedding in the month of July, it's going to work out absolutely fine for you. Okay. Some of you are considering eloping. Very specific message. I don't know why coming in for this pile for today. If you're considering to elope with someone and you're thinking, I don't know if it's my kind of thing, I don't know why Spirit wants to tell me that it is. Okay, so just very specific message that you might get very clear-headed around. I don't want a large wedding. I just want to run away with this person and just get married to them. Okay, we have the Magician showing up for you. We have the energy of Gemini and Taurus very strongly present here. Hierophant is the Taurus and Magician is Gemini. So these could be significant birth placements for you. July is just after the season of Gemini itself. It's typically a mix of Cancer and Leo. With the Magician and the Hierophant, I'm again pulled towards having a conversation with you around spirituality. What are your spiritual practices? And when we talk about spiritual practices, I want to tell you it is not always about chanting and japa and all of that. It is daily rituals. How you take a bath, what your mind space is, are you mentally present when you drink a glass of water? These are all ways your spirit, whenever you give focus to your spirit, you're doing a spiritual practice. Let me just break it down into that simple way, okay? It's a very powerful month for pile ones to manifest something. The Magician is the master manifester. What do we mean by manifestation? To bring through our focus, efforts, with our words, our actions, our thoughts, our emotions, when all of that comes together, it's a very powerful energy that is created, and that is the energy of the Magician with the hair. Oops. I'm so sorry. That was a loud shake. Apologies. Let me just make sure this is still okay. Yep. Okay. You will also learn perhaps from a spiritual master. So if you've been looking for a spiritual master, the master comes when the student is ready. This is also a very strong message for some of you. If you are somebody who's a student, who's into academics, July is a significant month when it comes to knowledge acquisition and skills upgradation, okay? Magician is always talking about using your resources. You have the right tools around you to get what you're trying to achieve. You just have to put in more focus and more effort towards putting in, towards achieving and asking for what working towards what you want, okay? Conversations are going to play a pivotal role for pile number ones in the month of July, okay? So be very mindful of not offending someone's religious beliefs or belief system, because that might create troubles for you. And your last card is the Lovers. Okay, with these two coming in, I have a strong message now about romance, love, relationship, romantic relationship, not just platonic relationships. You're going to understand the true essence of love. Sometimes it's not somebody in the 3D, but us to be feeling connected to what love is. It took me personally, and I'm just sharing something which may resonate with some of you. For a very long time, I really didn't understand what's the beauty of the Radha Krishna relationship, and I've been a spiritualist for a very long time, but I just could never connect to that energy until about some years ago, when I truly, different phases, you will understand different kinds of love story, and I continue to have certain favorite love stories of mine. I'm a strong believer of the Shiv Shakti energy, but I do understand the Radha Krishna love now. I do understand that yin yang energy at play as well. For some of you, you're going to get very connected to the energy of love, just the true essence of love. Okay, some of you could be making friends from different cultures and communities. We have a very strong Gemini energy with double Gemini now showing up with the Lovers and the Magician, both having a strong Gemini energy in it. Communications, conversations are going to decide the contracts that you get into, the people that you choose. Those are the key themes at play for the month of July for you, okay? Some of you may be signing a legal contract, of course, or again, signing that paper of, a marriage certificate or something like that. Your underlying energy is the Moon. Be mindful of your thoughts running your life. Have time for your emotions as well, is a very strong message for pile number one in the month of July, okay? Some days, it's good to cry it all out and purge your emotions in July, okay? I'm going to move towards tarot deck, Light Seers deck, to see the overall energy and the messages of what's happening. And then we give you a cohesive reading for your career, money, finances, your relationship, and health, of course. For pile number 1, Spirit, month of July. July for pile 1, thank you. July for pile 1, thank you. Okay. July for pile 1. Let's see what has already come. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have here the 10 of Pentacles. Look at that jump. Okay. You're also attracting leadership opportunities or mentors into your life. Good teachers in your life. Look at that. Oh my God. Who's happy who's picked pile 1? I am. 2 of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Okay, love is clearly on the cards, pile 1. You're having a very romantic July. A very romantic July. I just can't put it up in any way. And romance sometimes could also, of course, be with life itself. Right? It doesn't always have to be with other people. It is also life. If you're somebody in a space of creativity, when it comes to your professional space, you are a creative artist, you write poetry, you're a singer, dancer, anything which needs you to get out of your left brain and think out of the box, July is going to bring you abundance in that aspect of life. Okay? You're going to feel very connected to the overall humanity as well. Not just one person, not just your own family. You feel that energy of love in the month of July. This is a beautiful, beautiful spread of cards, okay? Some of you may inherit something in the month of July as well, and you're very focused towards your home. The 10 of Pentacles is legacy, is home, it's family, it's creating something that's not just for you, but for generations to come. Some of you could be also healing ancestral wounds and working towards ancestral struggles, financial struggles that your ancestors have had, and you're trying your best to learn finances as well. Okay? How do you invest money? How do you get more money? How can you create more channels of income? These are the kind of thoughts that are running and keeping you busy in the month of July. I want one more card for the month of July. Okay, too many cards there. July for pile number 1. July for pile number 1. Some of you may also get an arranged marriage proposal. Wow. So many beautiful, beautiful cards showing up. Creativity and creativity again. Very strong Venus and Mercury energies. Look at which house in your birth chart is Venus and Mercury transiting through. If you are in a Mercury Mahadasha, or this is interesting, I'm actually entering my Mercury Mahadasha in August. If you are going through a Mercury Mahadasha or Venus Mahadasha, that is strongly indicated here, which means whatever house or planets or aspects these planets make in your chart. Follow me on Instagram if you're not. I make random content around astrology as well. Will be of pivotal role. Some of you could be actually hearing a very close friend getting married or engaged as well, which brings in an opportunity for you to celebrate something. The energy here in the month of July is the more you're connected towards creation and love. If I have to give you 2 keywords for the month of July to focus all your energies on, is, are you creating something? Yourself, a project, an organization, or are you loving yourself, a life, a project, and an organization? I hope I'm able to give you the theme of July here very clearly, right? Because it's a general reading. Each of these words will play out differently for you, but the message here is very evident. Love. Love yourself, love your body, love your mother, love your family, love your home. Connect to the energy of love. And if you have none of that, and you've been struggling to understand where do you belong, where is your home, where do you feel that motherly nourishment, that is coming to you. That is coming to you. What a wonderful, wonderful reading for pile number 1 already. I mean, you cannot have these cards and get any negative message at all. Okay? The only word of caution I want to give you is 5 of Pentacles is often an energy which is struggling harder than it needs to. The key is right there. She can just stand up and open the key, the lock, and she can walk out of it. But she's not seeing it. She's in so much despair. She's in so much fear that she's not able to see the abundance that is there. Work with the color yellow, pile 1s. July, I would strongly recommend at least once a week wear the color yellow. You need that energy of joyfulness in your life. Some of you will get into collaborations. If you've been considering a business partnership, should I not? This is a very positive card with the Lovers and the Two of Cups both showing up. If you're in a twin flame relationship, and I say that with very carefulness because I know the amount of distortion that exists around that words, there's a certain amount of stability coming your way in your twin flame relationship. There's a healing coming your way. And it's not healing as in you come, for each of you, like you come together in union, but rather healing in the sense, in twin flames, one person heals, the other person heals. One person ascends, the other person ascends. That's how it works, which is why they repeatedly say, work on yourself and your relationships will keep getting better. Some of you may actually get flowers because in this card, I have that energy of flowers very strongly pulling me. Some of you may get a love letter, a message that makes you feel very, because communication is clearly a theme with Gemini here. Some of you may have somebody very relevant in your life who's a Virgo. If you have been struggling with religious differences amongst your community, your society, your relationship, somebody in your family is trying to get married to somebody, but there's a problem around religion, you're getting that stable footing to ground this relationship somewhere. Okay? Be very mindful though of selling yourself things which are not true. Because while the magician is a great manifester, okay, he can sometimes get he overpromises and overpromises to self. So if you are at a workplace, make sure that you're living up to the promises that you've made. Commitment and consistency is very important for Ten of Pentacles to be achieved. Right? If there is a teacher or a leader who's making you do something which is not making currently sense to you, please go ahead with it. Don't quit on it right now. Some of you may literally be birthing a child, which is always what the Empress message can refer. July, if you could perhaps also do something for Gaia, plant some trees, feed animals, nature. Helping nature will help you manifest what you're trying to do. Don't miss out on this new moon, pile ones. You should be creating a crystal grid. You should be doing some sort of a manifestation ritual in the month of July for the July new moon, because it's going to be a very powerful new moon for you. Every new moon is powerful, but for you, this new moon is going to be of tremendous energy. And you can manifest the kind of relationships you want. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, friendships as well, community as well. If you're somebody who's always had very few friends or less friends, you're also pulling in more people into your life. People with similar value systems. If you and your partner have been struggling till July, the first half of the year has been difficult when it comes to coming on the same page. July could be a breakthrough month for you. Okay, I'm going to move towards some angel messages for pile number 1. If you have resonated with this reading, I want you to leave the 2 keywords creation and love in the comment section so that others know you've picked this pile as well, and helps engagement for our channel as well. Okay, so what angel guidance do we have from the angels for the month of July for pile number 1? Angel guidance for pile number 1. Thank you, Spirit. Angel guidance for pile number 1. We'll take one more card. Okay, be willing to forgive. Heart chakra healing, pile 1, yellow and greens. Okay, those are your colors for July. Wow, we have the goddess energy. Females are playing a tremendously important role in your life in the month of July. Sisters, best friends, colleagues, elderly women. Connect to your divine feminine self. Make out time for creativity. No matter what profession you're in, take out 10 minutes to write something, journal. Take out, find creative outlets. And you will get intuitive messages about where you are in life, where you're going in life. Your dreams are going to be very, very vivid in the month of July. Very, very vivid is a very funny English that I use, but you get the point, right? Indigo, sensitivity. Don't be ashamed of it. Protect your energy, respect your energy, and don't be ashamed of your sensitivity. Children will play a pivotal role. We have twice now the cards here. If you could perhaps do something for NGOs around children, that would be a wonderful karmic clearing as well. But don't do it to clear your karma. Do it because you're feeling connected to them. If not children, animals. Your words are going to be, again, magician has very strong energy of spell work. So what you're saying to yourself and to others, be mindful of that. Again, we have the heart chakra healing here with that Archangel Raphael showing up. If you've been feeling very tired, July is a good time for you to rest it out as well. Okay, rest is very important for you in the month of July. Some of you may be going through for a makeover, a literal makeover, a physical beauty upliftment. And if you've been planning any kind of a plastic surgery, any kind of a surgery that helps you feel better and confident about your body, July could be a good time for it. Okay, I am going to give you guys some self-care messages for July. But before that, I'm called to draw some Sai Baba Oracle guidance for you for the month of July. What would Baba want you to know for the month of July? Chanting. Wow, my dog started to bark outside. So if you can hear him, that's always a positive affirmation. Chanting is going to be a very good spiritual practice for you. Kripa, again, grace. If you are very stuck with certain scripts, this was supposed to happen. See, this is what I'm saying. The struggle is not real. What you think your life was supposed to be is making you struggle harder than you have to. But there's no, I'm not trying to say that there's no struggle and you're just making a big deal out of it. There is a struggle, which is perhaps your moods, your madness, your thoughts, which are driving you to feel like that. But it's all a part of the plan. So if you feel like something should have happened but it hasn't, please have faith that that's how it is supposed to be. It's not off track. Nothing's gone missing. Okay, and the more you can give back. Okay, again, children showing up. I don't know why children is very relevant energy for you. Okay, some of you, very specific message. You may have a twin flame or a relationship coming your way who already has children and a family. Okay, if you've made any promises, or you or your ancestors have made any promises, and you don't remember what those promises are, in the month of July, make sure you do a small puja at your home if you possibly can, and ask for ancestral clearing as well. Okay, children is very relevant for this file. Okay, heal your childhood wounds could be another message. Archangel Raphael is all about heart chakra healing. Yes, I think this pile is dealing with something which makes them feel until June, you're questioning a lot of, is God there? Is somebody listening to my prayers? Am I just being a stupid person listening to law of attraction, law of assumption, spirituality? Is that even really happening? Some of you are listening to this reading and going like, I don't know, she keeps saying these things. They just don't happen. First of all, it's a general reading. Second of all, it's energy check. Okay, so you got to act it out. Otherwise, I'm just saying things which, of course, will never happen for you. One last message from Baba. Okay, we have two. We'll take two. Divine timing. Don't try to rush July. July is a slow and steady wins the race month for you. Consistency is important, but rushing and consistency are not the same thing. I hope you understand that, right? Okay, till June, I strongly suddenly feel like as if some of you who are watching this file are feeling very lonely or alone, and you're getting friends, you're getting support. But even if you don't have physical support right now and you're trying to reach out to someone or something that makes you feel comforted, reach out to Baba if you can connect to his energy. You're never alone. Okay, and love is hence coming out so strongly for you guys. You're loved. Okay, pile ones, you're definitely loved. And if you've been a tarot pal, you have already enough idea how much I love you, right? I love you. I don't care if how many people have told you that or not. I love you. You make a tremendous difference into my life. So I love you. Okay. And I hope you can feel that energy of love, of Baba's energy coming in. He really wants to give you a warm hug. I can feel that energy of hugging, loving, nourishment. Nourish your body. Take care of your diet, pile ones. These are going to be these small things that will make July an amazing month for you. I know they sound so trivial. I know sometimes you guys must be thinking like, I'm listening to a tarot reading. She's talking about such transactional basic things. But it's always the basics that make a huge difference. Okay, spirituality is not supposed to be a big woohoo thing. It's just our day-to-day basic habits of living. Well, let's look at some self-care cards to see how you can take care of yourself apart from everything else that I've already said. Alone time. I think some of you are also introverts and you've just not got a space and time to sit down with yourself and process a lot of things that is happening in your life. July may actually make you feel very overwhelmed sometimes, even when good things are happening. So it's very important for you to time out. Shut down your devices. Okay, if you're somebody who keeps your laptop on, keeps your phone on and everything's on while you sleep, your room will have too much of electromagnetic energy. Try to switch off as many devices as you can, especially when you're going to bed. Okay, alone time is one way to take care of yourself. That's a self-care message. Look for fairies. I strongly suggest this pile to go out for as many walks as you possibly can. Again, fairies and Gaia are very much related. So if you're planning to do something for earth, plant trees, donate, recycle, those kind of habits or traits will really help. You get to something that you're trying to really manifest. It's almost like a wish has to be fulfilled, but you need to give something to Gaia for it. Okay? Health checkup. When was the last time you went for a thorough end-to-end body health checkup? If you haven't, I want you to get out of this reading. Go to any of the apps. There are many, many apps now that offer pretty reasonable rates, health checkups, holistic health checkups. Please book yourself one. Okay, please book yourself one. I'm not trying to scare you, but whenever this card shows up, it's time to take care of your physical body, pile ones. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed. I wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful July. Don't miss out on the 2022 readings. You'll find them in the description box below. Take care. Have a good day. Hello and welcome, my beloved pile number 2s. Those of you who picked the Dragonfly. The Dragonfly for me is always linked to the energy of Aquarius. For some reason, doesn't have to be for you. It's just a spirit animal I link with Aquarius, and it's a very strong spiritual. Look up the meaning of Dragonfly in Google. I don't want to go on that rant. It's a spirit animal that represents spirituality, spiritual awakening, growth. Your crown chakra and your third eye chakra could be very active in the month of July. So which means you're going to receive downloads, messages. Make sure your intuition is not blocked with too much of chemical food, processed foods. Your diet is going to be very important, pile 2s. We are going to first start off with what is the key theme. Okay, that really just jumped out. But you know, there's some reason I did see the Hierophant and we'll include it in the reading. Felt like as if that was not shuffled enough, if you saw that as well. Okay, so just give me 1 minute. We're going to shuffle this. Hierophant again brings me to that energy of chakras. We discussed this extensively in pile 1. If you were drawn to 1 as well, that could have been just your message of, hey, don't miss out on 1. So I'm just going to give it one more shuffle. Pile number 2s. July. Thank you, Spirit. July for pile number 2s. Thank you. July for pile number 2s. Thank you, Spirit. July for pile number 2s. Too many cards. Let's see first what's come out. We have the Star, Healing, and the Aquarius. See, I told you, there's this energy of Aquarius that always shows up with Dragonfly. Some of you may have North Node in Aquarius. Some of you may actually be going through a physical healing. Something has hurt you, an accident has happened, and you're going through that scar healing or wound healing, something like that. Some of you could have been an emotional wound, which you're healing and you're working towards. Star also talks about, of course, a wish being fulfilled. Right? So if there is a wish that you've been hoping to get done in the month of July and you had specifically written in one of your diaries, some of you, I can literally see a vision of somebody writing, I want this and this is done as of July 2022. Okay? This is complete as of July 2022. Something like that, it is going to be done for you. Okay, some of you, your ancestors really want to connect to you. I would strongly recommend you make an altar or you do some sort of a puja or a ritual for ancestral healing or ancestral cleaning. Oh, wow. We have the Death card in here. Transformation, the energy of Scorpio. Change. Okay, very specific message, but few of you are going through, it's as if like you're going through a dark night of the soul or a purging experience. Because these two are very fixed signs energy. They are very difficult energies no matter how many blessings they bring. Because to be a star seed, to be famous, to be known, to be successful. We all know there's no successful stories without them having to pay a price for it, right? You're going through that transformative energy, which helps you really understand, okay, what I'm asking for will demand me to transform this about me. Am I ready to do this or not? Okay, again, November shows up for me. For some of these reading, I'm repeatedly getting the month of November. So November could be something which, July and November could be linked. You're starting something which ends in November, or something started last November and you're finishing that in July. Something like that is on the cards for you guys. Okay, again, brings me to that ancestral energy. I also feel like this pile should connect to the energy of Saturn. Okay, wear the color black. In the month of July, you need spiritual protection, pile 2s. Okay, suddenly I have a very fearful energy in my gut. which tells me that there's something about the world which is scaring you right now. The world is overwhelming you. The world is scaring you. You feel as if you're not able to handle what this world brings. Sometimes I know starseeds go through that, and that's okay. I'm not going to nullify your emotions, but let me just tell you that it's not as bad as you're making it believe it is. Okay? Hangman. Yep. You're feeling very stuck when you've come to watch this reading. You don't know what to do. You don't know where you're going. Spirituality is, wow, I like that in both piles. We've seen spirituality play out a very strong theme. And the reason I say wow for that, when we focus on our spiritual journey, believe me, the rest of the life becomes easier to manage. We often and always struggle with money, relationships, the 3D, because we've lost touch with our higher self. Our higher self is always at peace. Wow, we have the sun as the underlying energy. Our higher self is always at peace. You're also getting a change, a transformation about something that you've always believed is going to change. If you've always believed you like the color, I'm going to give you very basic examples. If you always think that brown is not your color, you'll suddenly start wearing brown in the month of July. Do things out of the box, pile 2s, in July. Things that you think you don't like, eat things that you think you don't like to eat, go to places you think are not your kind of places, and you'd be surprised how much you've changed over the years, how your choices and preferences have changed over the years. Don't try to rush something. You're healing something, you're working through something, you're working on a project, and you're just getting frustrated. When am I going to end this? When is this going to be done? And that energy is the reason why you're staying stuck in that place. Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio are 3 strong energies here. Doesn't have to be your zodiac signs. That's just the strong energy showing up. Let's look at what is happening for pile number 2 in the month of July. There's a reading in the Timeless Readings called 2 years from now. If you're very anxious about your future, I don't know why I felt like telling you, you should go and watch that reading. 2 years from now, I think is what the message is called. Timeless Readings is the playlist. You will have a message there, and it will give you some clarity as to how much in alignment are you with your goals. Vision board is something I also strongly recommend you guys make. If you don't already have one, or if you have one, you may want to revisit it. Check with yourself. Is that still you? I just strongly feel July is a month wherein your choices, your preferences are changing drastically. There's a shift coming in that. Okay, and don't try to push that change. Flow with that change. Don't question yourself as to why am I changing? What does that mean about me? How will people take this changed me? You're just overthinking that part of it. Okay? Alright. Pile number 2s. Okay. Justice. Look at the number of major arcanas. This is Aquarius. This is Libra. Air signs could be playing a very important role in your life. If you're seeking justice for a wrong that was done to you, and you're keeping yourself stuck, you're being unfair to yourself first. I want to tell this pile. If, example, you had a breakup and you're waiting for that person to get their karma. They hurt me. They should also get hurt. They should feel this emotion. They are not going to feel this emotion right now. You're just going to keep getting stuck in that feeling. So it's very important for you to move out of this energy. The rest will follow. The rest will follow. What's happening in your life right now, I love in this deck how justice is nothing but a mirror. Tit for tat is that energy. Go inwards and your justice and your closure is right there. Don't expect closure to come from someone. Some of you are getting very dependent on tarot readings or a certain kind of a therapy or a certain kind of a medicine or a certain kind of a, you could be like a shopaholic and you're trying to, you know what I'm trying to say here, right? Getting too dependent on one kind of a thing and then it becoming a dependency issue. Okay, be mindful of that. Any kind of a legal hassle though may get stuck. So if you can avoid filing any cases, getting into paperwork, that will be good for you, pile 1s. Okay, some of you who are already in legal cases though, you'll win it. Okay, I'm just saying don't file in a new case. Don't go for a paperwork thing in the month of July. It may give you just more issues. Okay, hangman can be sometimes a very stuck energy. Are you shying away also typically from taking credit for what you've done? Are you somebody who's like, somebody will come and give you a compliment and you're like, oh, no, it's not me, it's them, oh, this, so that. You just can't say thank you. Yes, I worked really hard for it. That is changing. Take the stage, pile 2s. Stardom and, some of you literally are meant for popularity, but it's almost like as if you're scared of it. You're scared of the stage. And you're going to get opportunities to get on the stage. And stage doesn't always have to be literal. Sometimes it's social media. That's a stage. Sometimes it's just a boardroom meeting. Sometimes it's just 4 people talking together and you getting the stage to say something that heals not just yourself but other people, that transform. These two are very strong transformative energy. For pile 2, the keyword I want to give is change and transformation. Change and transformation. And that is, some of you have been desperate for it. You're almost annoyed at where life is. And congratulations, you've manifested that change. But it's not going to feel easy. You know, for you, I'm hearing, be careful what you wish for. It might just come true. It is going to come true. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, that's a lot happening to me at the same way. Same time. Share your thoughts. Don't shy away in July from going and giving a nice idea that comes up into your head to your leadership team. Communication is very important for you, and you will gain success, achievement, recognition, for some of you even promotion for an out-of-the-box idea that you gave. Okay, there are unique thought process that you got into the picture. Chariot. It's all talking about movement and change if you're seeing the theme here. Cancer energy showing up now. Traveling. Some of you are making travel plans, some of you are booking travel plans, some of you are literally physically traveling. This also talks about moods. Having a control over extremely dark or extremely happy. Both of them are very dangerous emotions. Humans make mistakes in emotionally charged moments. Grounding is very important for this pile. Root chakra. Because your crown chakra is going to be super activated, and crown chakra will give you wrong messages if you're not grounded. You're also getting very sick and tired of being dependent on other people. Some of you have always had a life wherein you depend on other people for something or the other. And you're like, I'm done with waiting for them. I'm going to take control of my life in July. And you're taking tangible steps towards it. Movement, traveling, these could be very key themes for you in the month of July. Somebody could be coming from a far off land to visit some of you. You have the 5 of Pentacles again. I almost literally feel your energy of frustration. This pile is frustrated from its financial struggles. This pile is frustrated of, some of you have been exploited financially as well. You know, people keep asking for you for money, but they never come and help you when you need them. And you're done with such people. July is a month of cutting people away who do not support you. And not in a harsh way, in a very gentle way. You're moving ahead, you're moving on, and you're gaining success, if I could just sum it up for you. It's not an easy month. I'm never going to sugarcoat it. It's going to be a month which will demand a lot out of you, emotionally, psychologically. It is a difficult month, but it's a month of blessings, if I'm able to make sense to you. Okay? I know some of you just keep thinking like, oh, it's all positive cards. Why? It's a combination, guys. And I'm an intuitive reader. There is that difficult, stuck energy. I can sense your frustration, but you just have to go through this. You just have to know that the power lies in you. Wow, I just said power lies in you, and we have the Queen of Wands, which is the epitome of confidence. Some of you are working towards or struggling to be confident about yourself, about your decisions, about who you are, about your own music. Sing your own music. Some of you really want to be singers and you don't sing. For whatever reason, you don't sing. Sing. Okay, I don't know what, I'm getting away. How can you be a singer and not want to sing? Whatever has held you back from taking that stage, pile 2's, July, please take that one message and know that the power lies in you. A strong, powerful woman will help you. You know, somebody who's herself very confident. This could be a leader, a mentor, a grandmother, somebody who even could be a celebrity. You know, you're just inspired by somebody on stage. And if some of you have been questioning, how am I creating something different? This has been done so many times before. It's never been done your way. You're unique and your voice needs to be heard. Okay, be very mindful of victim mindset though, because it gives me that energy of, yes, horrible things have happened, now what? Wow, I love it. I said be mindful of victim. I'm loving this reading today. Queen of Swords, no bullshit. She's sick and tired of bullshit, of lies, of deceiving herself. Now this Libra energy is getting stronger because Queen of Swords is Libra, this is Libra. Air signs all the more will be relevant for this pile. Ten of Wands. Burnout. Burnout from your own. Some of you have just sold yourself a lot of nonsense. I can't do it. It's not meant for me. I'm not that strong. Why will people listen to me? What's in me? Etc. etc. Okay? But you're wise. You've come a long way. Again, female support showing up for you. Look at this cat as well. Look at her relaxed posture. Some of you really need to try sleep hypnosis, pile 2. July could be a month when you start and you sign up for learning some sort of a healing, self-healing as well. Aromatherapy, Reiki. You sign up for these classes and you pick up one of these skills that really help you get more in tune to your own physical body as well. Exercise is very important. We have so many cards about movement here, which is telling me that if you keep sitting, your stuck energy could be the problem for that as well. Give me a second. I'm cold and thirsty, and that's a message for you. You may be feeling cold and thirsty in July. Just hold on. Also be careful, pile number 2s. How do you differentiate between aggression and assertiveness? Some of us, because when we are learning how to set boundaries, we tend to confuse aggressive with assertive. Don't cut people with your words. That's not setting a boundary. That's just burning your relationships. Be fair to yourself. Be fair to other people. Listen. And then ask yourself, why does this conversation triggers me? There's a lot of inner work, pile 2, you're doing in the month of July. And congratulations to you for that. Because success, fame, you clearly have that in your chart, but you're being pushed by spirit in the month of July that there's no running away from this now. You got to change your perspective. You got to do what you need to do. Wow. For this. Okay, I didn't want to say that when the star card showed up. Now I'm sure. There is a relationship that is trying to come into your life, but because of certain thought processes, you're not able to connect to this energy. Some of you may have already met a twin flame, and sometimes twin flames can also be non-romantic relationships. Okay, but for most of you, this feels like as if there's a twin flame who wants to come towards you, wants to make a move towards you, and you haven't met this person, but you're not able to meet them in 3D, even though you can sense them sometimes, because there is certain kind of a transformation or a healing needed. Write a letter to your beloved, thinking that you've met them. If you are somebody who's looking for someone. If you are in a married relationship, it's very important for you to ask yourself, am I taking out time for my own mental health? And if I'm not, am I projecting some of my problems on my partner? Manifestation power. Wow. Believing yourself is also a message for July. I want to remind pile 2s. Some of you may be questioning your spiritual belief. Some of you are questioning God. Does he even exist? Is there really a higher power? And you're going to get your answers. Some of you have manifested something into your life, which in the month of July, you realize how toxic it is. Sometimes we want something so desperately, we get it. And then we can't realize that this is it that I don't want. This is exactly what I didn't need, but I have it now. Now what do? Cut ties. That's what you do. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is talking to you, pile 2s. Are you listening? Some of you are developing psychic abilities like clairsentience. In the month of July, I strongly recommend you to, take some deep breaths. Keep checking in with your body. How's your body feeling now? How's your body feeling now? Take some deep breaths now while you're listening to me. And tell me in comments below what your physical body is feeling. Are you feeling stiff? Are you feeling free? Are you feeling like, did you take a deep breath while I said that? Are you sitting straight? These small awareness towards your physical body will give you a lot of messages and help you have those shifts in life that we're talking about. Okay, let us move towards some Sai Baba oracle guidance for the month of July for pile number 2s. I hope you've left me the word transformation and change as your key words for the month of July. You've been hoping for it. You've been wanting for it. Your life desperately needs it. If you've had relationship issues, you know what you need to heal in order to get where you need to get. Okay, and it's almost like, okay, Baba wants to say that to me. I didn't even get the card yet, but I wanted to say, Baba wants to say, enough of procrastination, enough of waiting for that, somebody else to come in and fix your show. You got to do it, and you have the power to do it. Okay? Yep, facing your truth, living your emotions, and then releasing them. For pile 1s, I was strongly feeling that the new moon is important. For pile 2s, it's the full moon. Something's over and you're still holding on to it. Something of your past, and I feel this is really long ago. This is not something in the recent past. Something happened a very, very long time ago and you still hold on to it in some form. And it's almost like as if your physical body is holding on to that energy. I strongly recommend you to consider going for a Reiki session or something, energy clearing session. There you go. You can do it. You are the universe in yourself. Baba wants to tell you you're the universe in yourself. Believe in your power, pile 2s. Stop giving your power away to other people. Balance. Balanced diet. Balanced thoughts. Something also to do with how you're treating somebody in your life. You don't want that person, but you're also being very triggered by that person. And then how you're talking to them is also creating a negative energy and a negative karma for you. Time out if you need to time out. But don't stay in that space. We have that scales showing up twice. If you do have a significant Libra or somebody who's born in the month of September and October, could not be a Libra, maybe a Virgo, or significant Virgo placements, there's something you can learn or absorb from that person. Maybe how to balance. There's something to do around the theme of aggression and assertiveness for pile number 2s, and that's the lesson you're learning in July. You're learning how to balance between getting aggressive versus being assertive. Assertive with your boundaries. If an ex returns, and I'm saying this with absolute confidence even in a general reading, no matter who you are, if an ex returns, close the goddamn door on them. Okay? Because that is not your way to go. It's over. It's done. Don't keep staying there and blocking your energy for the blessings that are trying to come into your life, because I literally see a lot of blessings coming away. It's almost like this person just doesn't want to open the door. The key is right there. She doesn't want to open the door. Okay? Lock out your past. And by lock out, I don't mean like numb it out, but it's done. The past is over. Some of you really need to hear this. The past is over. You keep it alive in your vibrations, in your energy, in your thought process, in the things you do and you don't do, in the decisions you make or you don't make. You're the only one who's keeping the past alive. So your self-care cards. Connect with the ancestors. Was it for your pile I said, I can't remember now. It's been a while I was talking. Was it for you I said I could sense the sense of ancestors and put up an altar? If I didn't, set up an altar. Some of you may also want to dig deep into your family history. Some of you may have had... sometimes we don't know why do I break out after having milk or something. It could be something to do with your, DNA coding or genetic coding. Movement. We've talked about this with the Chariot card. Move your body. Body consciousness is very important for pile number 2s in July. If you take care of your body, the rest of the month will be a free-flowing energy for you. Okay? One last message for self-care. And that fell out. Clear your energy field. Saging. Some of you need to burn lavender around your space. Okay, I said lavender. You have intuition as well. Because your third eye chakra is getting blocked due to these energies that you're absorbing. I hope you've had clarity. I hope you come back at the end of July and tell me what all resonated for you. I hope you choose to become a tarot pal and share this video with any friend of yours who will also benefit. Take care. Have a wonderful day, pile 2s. Hello and welcome, my dear pile... Wow, I don't know why this has turned up, right? But hello and welcome, my dear pile 3s. Pumpkin is what you've picked. Those of you who like to know my selection, I've gone with 1 and 3 this time for the month of July. If you have missed on the 2022 Love Life reading, 2022 major themes and events, 2022 month after month, all of those, We're in exactly the middle of the year now. I strongly recommend you go watch it. Tell me what all has already happened for you and what all is coming your way. With the pumpkin, the energy of Halloween always shows up in my head. Some of you are being asked to connect to spirits of the other world. This may be a very interesting theme. You're watching a lot of horror movies. You're trying to connect to the other realm, those who have passed on. Those could be certain things that come up in your mind repeatedly. Some of you could be getting interested in mediumship as well. Okay, and witchcraft as well. I always think of pumpkin spice when I also see this card. So yeah, that's something, if that's a specific message, if that means something for you. We're going to first look at the major themes and energies for you at the month of on the month of July, and thereby move into further tarot, angel guidance, oracle cards from Sai Baba, and much more. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, I've paused. I'm waiting. Hit that subscribe button now. Okay, so let's see. What is pile number 3's main themes for? I feel some of you are also drawn to one like I was. And if you are, I strongly recommend you to go watch it, okay? Just, again, something I said at the introduction, but felt like this pile needs to hear it again, okay? Too many cards. Pile number 3, the month of July. Thank you, Spirit. What can we expect? What's happening for pile number 3's in the month of July? Thank you. Okay, seems like the energy is slow for pile 3. Okay, for whatever reason. The word slow does not mean that nothing's happening. It just means it perhaps is not a very hustle, bustle, fast and a lot of things changing. And no, it's a very easy does it is the message I want to give pile number 3's first of all in the month of July. Some of you may have a significant event in the month of July as well for some reason, and that could be the only thing that you're focused towards. World, a completion, travel. Let's see what's coming up for you. Wow, we have the devil energy showing up for you. You've been working obsessively, some of you. Some of you may actually have a relapse of of substance abuse or something that you've given up on, and you've been. Tarot is guidance. It doesn't mean that you have to go and do it, right? I mean, you can take this message and not do it. Judgment. Wow. This is some very different energy from pile 1 and 2. Okay, for some of you, somebody will come and say a sorry to you. And that sorry will make you feel as if, okay, I don't know, this sounds funny or cheesy or corny. Wow, that's my dog. Hold on. Sorry. That sorry will feel as if it was not a sorry of this. Wow, he really wants to shout right at the camera today. Sorry if you are on earphones and that was loud. It feels as if you've been waiting for this apology for lifetimes. Okay? Very strong Capricorn energy for some of you here. And we have the Hierophant back again. Okay, there's a connection between 3 and 1. That's why I wanted to say that again. You're judging someone's belief system also very harshly. Okay? You're being very harsh with yourself or some belief system. Or you're very rigid on some belief system. Because this is the card of 4 fixed signs. Okay? Wow. Pile 1 had Empress as well. 4 fixed signs, which is Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Okay, this is Taurus. This is Capricorn. These are all very masculine, rigid thoughts. Be very careful in July of obsessing about something that you believe is, this is the only truth. Be very careful of not going into that space because you'll be wrong. And then you'll feel terrible about it. Then you'll be the one who will have to say that sorry maybe. Okay? There's not one truth, and I want to remind you of that. If you feel you've been wronged by someone or something, you're getting your due justice. You're getting a due justice. Okay? Some of you are also questioning certain societal norms. And in the month of July, you'll break away from some of them, and some of them will suddenly start making more sense to you. So then, because each of us have very different and unique ways of looking at societal norms, right? You'll get your answers. Some of you are asking very deep questions, spiritually deep questions. Some of you have been doing certain spiritual practices very consistently. Kudos to you. Okay, and you will start to see the result of them in the month of July as well. Okay, don't just allow people to trigger you. Okay, I don't know why I want to say this to pile 3s. This anxiety is in your hands to control. Nightmares, okay, strong pile 3, and I've picked this myself, so I'm saying this to myself as well. Psychic protection is very necessary for you in the month of July. Somebody envies something you have. You may think like, oh, I have nothing. What is there to envy in me? But somebody does envy something you have. And they're giving you that, because of their envy, because of their fear, sometimes you're going through terrible times. Some of you could be literally dealing with anxiety or panic attacks, or that might be resurfacing for you, which is what the devil is. And Spirit wants to come in and tell you, you're more stronger than this. You're way more stronger than this. Moon. Yep. Hydration is key for this pile. See, I will never, try to make a reading sound more nice and sweet and reassuring if that's not the energy. And because life is not always going to feel like that to you, right? That's not the point of life anyway. We'd not be growing, we'd not be ascending if every month you feel like, yay, it's the best month of my life. This is a month wherein you're going deep. Either you're learning something about yourself, a month of self-awareness. Okay, a month of understanding, oh, this is who I am. This is why I am like this. And sometimes that shadow work can scare us, right? Sometimes those truths can be very scary. It's one thing to say, yes, I want to know about myself. But do you really want to know about yourself? Do you really understand the depth of your own soul? You're going to be asking these deep questions in the month of July. And it's funny, I'm doing a monthly Tarotscope, but this suddenly became a very spiritually charged reading for you guys. Some of you are developing powers which is scaring you. You're seeing things which are scaring you. And you want to deny this truth. You want to look away. This is not me. But those powers come from your ancestors. Those are your gifts. And gifts don't have to be like, always like clairaudience or clairvoyance. It could be basic things. Empathy, love, creativity. It's almost as if you're fearful of what you can do and what you can create. But there's a spirit in you which is ready. It's ready to create, and it's not fearful anymore. It has understood that this devil is not real. It can't do anything to me. If you've had phobias, pile 3s, if you could put yourself in a situation that makes you challenge those phobias, you'll break away from those phobias in the month of July. Your mother is playing a very important role in the month of July for you. Okay, we have, wow, death. This is an intense month. Transformation at the very cellular level. For very few of you who are watching this reading, and I'm sorry and I wish you healing, I think it's a very, very brave thing to fight through it. You're dealing with something as severe as cancer or, a life-threatening disease. And I will never give you false hope. I'm not a medical person. But I think you already understand that you're transforming. That death cannot hold you. And life is not scaring you anymore. And that is why you will get towards healing. You have to believe that you can heal. Affirmations, pile 3. This pile needs to get into serious affirmation business. You will gain tremendously from using positive affirmations for yourself. Don't seek affirmations from others. Seek affirmations from inside. There's a transformation happening in your spiritual belief system. Some of you may literally decide to just change your religion, in that month. It's a very powerful month, pile 3s. I don't know why I feel like I want to give you guys one more card, so I will. I think I did cover the zodiac signs. We have Scorpio, we have Capricorn, we have Taurus, we have Libra, we have Pisces. One final card for pile number. Okay. We had both these cards in pile 1. So if you pick pile 3, I strongly recommend you go watch pile 1. This is the Gemini energy in repeat again showing up. You're not able to perhaps understand it right now, pile number 3s, but you've already set into motion a manifestation. Some of you came into this world, and July is such a significant month in your, those destiny points. If you understand those words of astrology, July is a destiny point month for you. There's something happening for you in the month of July which was meant to happen. When we took birth, there were certain things we were destined to experience. Come what may, no matter what we do, we will live those. And I think you're going through one of those experiences in the month of July. For some of you, this could be related to something which gives you an ability to speak for the weaker people in the community. That was a part of the life purpose you've come with. Some of you could be doing something as massive as, and please understand this is a spectrum, it's a general reading, right? You're speaking up against a stupid ritual that your family has always followed. And you break out of it. You say, no, this is not what we're going to do anymore. This is not okay. You're healing something that your family lineage has gone through years after years, lifetimes after lifetimes. And you're like, I am going to change it. Some of you, I strongly recommend pile 3s. If you are keen, if you're interested, if you're open-minded, discover Wicca. Learn about witchcraft. You have that inner power in you. November and October, Scorpio and Libra, if these are 2 zodiac signs strongly present in your chart, this is all the more confirmatory. You have the ability to, you're an alchemist. And you're going through certain difficult times because you need to uncover that power. Certain truths will also get revealed to you. You may not like all the truth that you hear. Do not try to walk away from those truths. Be honest to yourself and own those truths. It's a powerful month for you. It's all about what you do with it. And I'm telling you, some things will happen which are like so out of the world, destined to happen for you. You'll be like, wow, who knew 1 month could change so much? Archangel Raphael showing up for you. Healing. Some of you could be having those healing powers that you touch people and their pain is healed. Okay, hands. Look at the number of hands here. 1, 2, she's holding her hand. He's showing hands. He's using his hands. He's showing his hands and there's Kundali. The energy of Virgo, hand healing, literally just rub your hands while you watch this reading. Can you feel that warmth in your hand? And now put it on your eyes, on your face. Hand healing, Reiki. Energy clearing. These are some key themes for you, pile number 3s. I was going to call you pile number 1. Okay? Yep. This was the card which used to drive me crazy when I was in denial of my clairaudience, by the way. I got this deck, and at that time, I always knew I hear things and I can process things and Spirit speaks to me. I just didn't want to accept it. Some of you know of my journey. I didn't want to accept it. I've always been like, no, that just must be me. That's just my voice. That's not happening. And this card used to chase me everywhere. Every time I'll do a reading, this will show up. What kind of music are you listening to? Be mindful in July that you do not get caught in gossip. Office gossip, bitching about someone. You may not mean it that way. That judgment will be very harsh for you. Be careful of what you're listening to. The kind of music you listen to. And ask for help. Archangels want to come in and help you. You have help. You have support. Don't shy away from asking for help. Some of you need to hear you're not a burden. I don't know why. Again, clairaudient. Some of you need to hear you're not a burden to anyone or anything when you ask for help. If you've been hoping for some sort of a financial help from someone, that is definitely coming your way in the month of July. Hydration. I want to again tell pile number 3s. Hydration is important. Be mindful that your travel plans don't get bad because of rain in the month of July. So if you're planning to travel in July to some place, you may get, cancellations or delays because the weather got bad. And take it as a blessing. Okay. Don't get upset over it. Very, very powerful month, guys. Depending upon where you are in your spiritual journey, what you're dealing with, July is let's just say it's going to not leave you the same forever. Do not speak. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Gossip. Do good, be good, have good thoughts, good things will come back to you. Don't try to get, oh, you know what? This person cannot, I don't know why I feel that. Some of you think that some people, because you've been treated bad, so it's okay to treat people bad. And I'm not judging you. All of us have gone through that phase. It doesn't justify anything. Okay, I really want to tell this pile a story, and I'm sorry if that extends your reading. Once Karna asked Arjun, how can you blame me? How can you put me in hell? Look at everything that happened to my life. My mother disowned me. I couldn't marry the woman I loved. How can you, put me in hell? What I did, I just stood by my friend. And Krishna replies to it that you got training for being a warrior. I was a king. And I was yet left to be a shepherd for half of my life. I also didn't marry that woman I love. I had to marry 108 females who do not love me and I do not love them, but those were marriages of alliances because I had to save them. His death is very, very painful. Krishna's death is very painful. And yet he chose to do the right thing. And that's what Krishna says. It's not about what happens to you. It's about what did you do with it. What does that mean? You can't just be a dharmic person, a good person, a right person when life is convenient for you, when life is being good to you, when others are being good to you, which means it's conditional, right? You really don't want to be a good person then. You want to be a good person because you want good things to come to you. That's not being good. Being good requires strength. Being good requires courage. Being honest requires courage. So be courageous because that is what your purpose is. That is what dharma is. That's your message for June. Wow. Some of you may have also been confused between 2 and 3. And you've come from 2. I think if some of you had picked 2 and 3, let go of the habits, the people, the relationships that do not bring you peace, pile 3s. And if in July you get somebody who has always mistreated you and comes to you with accusations, oh, you did this to me, this is why I did this to you, just block the person. Listen again, what are you listening to? What is that doing to your mental health? Do you really want to get into conversations that do not make you feel better? Those are the kind of questions you should be asking yourself in July. I'll give you one more card, then we'll move to our self-help card. Be your own person first in July. Okay, there's something with 1 and 3. If you've come from 1 or 2 and you pick either of them, you can see the repeat cards here. Okay, animals will save you. July, spend as much time as you can helping animals. And when I say animals, I don't mean go buy a pet dog. Adopt one. Go to a shelter home. Baba is with you when you are with those who need you. Always. Always. This pile, I really want to repeatedly say to you guys, yes, I'm acknowledging that life has not been easy for you. But that doesn't give you the leeway to hurt yourself, to sabotage your own life, to be mean to yourself or to those around you who want to love you. Some of you just become snappy at people who love you. And that's not who any of us want to be, right? You're a very, very deep, compassionate person. That's for sure. That I'm clearly reading for people who are very compassionate. But then there's this part of you which is repeatedly in that loop of nobody ever good did to me. Nobody ever good did to me. Nobody ever good did to me. That's why you're just living experiences that nobody is ever doing good to you. And July, you have an opportunity to change it. You can change it with healthy boundaries, with affection for yourself. And when you have affection for yourself, others will get affectionate. Wow. This is the same message we got in 1. Was it 1 or 2? I think 1. Be very mindful of eating things which you know are not good for you, but you keep hogging on them. Cholesterol is a message for pile number 3. Okay? July for pile number 3. How can you take care of yourself? I want you to leave me a green clove. Any kind of a green emoji below. Abundance planning. Budgeting. If you're somebody who's, sometimes the devil could just show up for somebody who's just has no control over their money. And you keep spending things on what you know you shouldn't be putting your money to. So be mindful and then plan your money, budget your money. That's a way of taking care of yourself. Journal, we have that same message again. Writing. Automatic writing will be a very good self-help activity for you in the month of July. I hope this has helped you. It has got you clarity, it gives you insights, and you choose to become a Tarot Pal by clicking on that subscribe button. It's been an absolute joy to read for you guys. Wish you nothing but success, happiness, and willpower, because this is a powerful month for you, Pile 3s. If you can stick to your guns and if you can do what you need to do, you won't be the same person by the time August comes. And I mean it like in the best possible way. Okay? I wish you that success and power. Take care. Bye-bye.